Hi, I'm Plummy, and in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to the Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 series, and we're gonna be checking out episode 13, Fullmetal vs. Flame, and episode 14, Destruction's Right Hand. As usual, if you want to see a full-length reaction to these two episodes, you can get it over on my Patreon by pledging your support at the specific tier. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You still have this reaction over on YouTube, so hopefully that's gonna be satisfying enough for you. And yeah, the last two episodes actually didn't end up being as good as I was hoping that they were going to be, so I'm a little wary about getting myself hyped for episode 13, but with the name Fullmetal vs. Flame, it's clearly gonna be some kind of a fight between Ed and the general guy. I forgot what his title or name by which we were calling him was. So I'm pretty excited to see that. So without further ado, let's get into episode 13 in 3, 2, 1.
What do you think is the matter? Once again, I'll have to listen to Colonel Sarcasm tell me how I screwed up.
Struck out on the Philosopher's Stone again, huh? How am I supposed to keep funding this goose chase? Money doesn't grow on trees there, Chief. Ed, where'd you run off to? Oh, wait, there you are. I couldn't see you there behind my paperwork. Seeing as how you're so short and all. Ha 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 ha.
Oh man, I love Ed.
I hate you, brother. You're not even human.
Come on, Al, don't run. Think of the kitten.
I know. I am. You're the one who is.
Poor kitten. Man, I have such a soft spot for animals. Aww. I've been in this exact same situation many times, to be honest.
What brings me this pleasant surprise, Brigadier General?
As of today, we'll be taking over this East HQ as our temporary central command.
May I ask what's wrong with the one in Central, sir?
I know, Mustang. I asked the same thing. Sorry for the hassle. Everybody at ease now.
Fuhrer Bradley, welcome, sir.
Your job is not to ask questions, Colonel. The Fuhrer and his staff will run this place, both to
Why are you
operate as
focusing on
central
that
command
woman?
and to observe the region. I trust you'll make us comfortable.
Ed, don't do anything stupid.
As I was saying, due to conditions, your assessments will be held here, Ed. Assessments?
You mean to renew his state alchemy certification?
I'll tell you.
Oh,
later
he's
about
gonna
all your-
fight Mustang
Major.
for his assessment.
Lieutenant Colonel!
Seriously, I know the perfect way to show off my skills. Right?
Oh no.
It's one of those times where Ed has a terrible idea.
Battle assessment? Sounds weird.
Does the Army really do that?
Yeah, sometimes the alchemists go up against each other in a mock battle and they're graded on how they use their skills. I just think it's weird Ed actually requested it.
Yeah, and picking the Colonel. That's a heck of an opponent to take by choice. Seriously, though, who do you think would win if they were both really giving their all?
Are you kidding? It's gotta be the Flame.
Ooh,
don't know.
I'm really excited for this fight. I really hope it actually
He's
lives
a hero
up
in
to
this
the
region.
hype.
Then again, when you think about all the stories of Mustang during the rebellion,
But why would Ed propose this to begin with? It's so risky.
I heard it was for a cat. The conditions are that if Ed wins, Mustang has to take care of it.
A cat? I guess that's bad news for this guy. I was hoping the Colonel would take him. Sir?
Aw.
Dog, huh? I love dogs!
Wait, what?
Really? You mean it?
Of course! Dogs embody loyalty. They follow their master's commands.
Wait, what the fuck just
Be a jerk
happened?
to them and they don't complain and they never once beg for a paycheck. Trust me, Fury, they're the great
Ooh,
servants of
what is
man.
happening right now?
Loyal canine, how we salute thee.
well, you're awfully manic today, sir. I figured that challenge would worry you some.
Come on, the Fuhrer knows
Wait.
it wouldn't be fair with me against
I'm
the kid.
sorry?
I'd love to show off my valor, but there's no way he would allow it.
that sounds like a very interesting fight. I'm going to allow the battle assessment.
But Fuhrer, you're smoking, Colonel.
Why did he just act like this? What the
That way you
fuck
don't have
was
to worry about all
that?
the collateral damage.
What's wrong, Mustang? You're sure of your own skills, aren't you?
Go on, fight Full Metal. I think it's
Okay, I'm actually pretty excited. Although that scene kind of just completely wrecked everything
Can't say I
for
didn't
me
try to
there.
protect the kid.
Alchemist, get set!
Come on, okay.
Ready to fight!
What? Too slow.
Okay, pretty
That
badass.
was a cheap shot!
A soldier favors haste over cleverness. Means there are no cheap shots, Edward. Strike quickly, and you'll end it quickly too.
Those flames are coming out of nowhere. How does he do that?
He's the Flame
This
Alchemist.
is the first time you've seen the Colonel fight? His right glove's made of special material called ignition cloth. When he snaps, it makes a spark. After that, he uses alchemy to change the oxygen density in the air. And boom, bombs on command.
That's pretty badass.
Well, I guess I can't torch you all. This is hard. He's such a small target.
He knows which buttons to push. I love it.
Seek to irritate and never fall for an enemy's taunts.
Jesus Christ, Mustang, what are you doing?
Okay, maybe I overdid it. Need more?
That's not him.
Without that glove, you can't make flames anymore, can you? That's your advantage element.
Talk about overkill. He has another glove, you idiot. Ooh, this is amazing. I'm loving this. This is probably my favorite episode. Definitely up there as the most entertaining one.
All war is deception. Think your enemy has a weakness and it becomes his strength. Remember that.
Just end it.
You don't have to ask.
Wait, what? There's some PTSD over there.
All right, that's far enough. An excellent fight by two skilled alchemists.
We are honored by your compliment, Führer.
Don't stop us now. We're not done yet.
That may be true, but if I let you go on, it would be much harder for just the two of you to clean up.
Oh,
Sorry, guess he's just relieved to have an owner.
Now you won't be doing that again, will you, Pop? See, you've got a strict mommy now. The bathroom's out here. Got it, Black Coyote?
What's wrong with all you people?
that's exactly what I'm fucking asking. What the hell has been this episode? Jesus Christ.
Are you aware that General Hokoro's detachment has been dispatched over
Oh my god, this is too much to handle for me. I can't take
the
it.
Civil War. Ed said their prophet Cornello had been removed as a sham, and the people would open their eyes. But a priest is still there and going strong. And now he's calling his followers to this uprising. I can't say for sure if it's the same guy who had fought, though.
Oh, now I get why the next episode's name is called Destruction's Right Hand. It's definitely gonna be an episode focusing on him, I bet. I don't know if it means that Ed is gonna face off against him, very likely, but it's definitely gonna be an episode focused on him. But yeah, okay, this was such a better, so much better of an episode than the last two. It's not even comparable, like, holy shit, I don't even know where the fuck to begin. I still would have preferred a little bit more serious fight rather than the crazy over-the-top fight that we got. But honestly, it was super entertaining the way it was, so I can't really complain too much. And I don't even understand what was with this episode. Why was everything so over the top? Why was everybody's reaction so over the top? It was crazy. I really enjoyed it though. I love it. It's just like, it's so ridiculously over the top that it's hilarious. And that's one of the best ways for something to be hilarious, and I really liked it. It was so funny every single time there was an over-the-top moment like that. I loved it. It was, if not the best episode, it's probably the most entertaining one we've had at the very least. I really liked it. And now I'm really excited to get into the next one. So for a rating for this episode, I think I'm going to give it a 9.3 out of 10, which is a pretty good score. It's a high score, but it's not like a 10 out of 10. Because I still don't think this was a 10 out of 10, but I was super entertained by this episode. And on the side of the plot, I mean, we didn't really move it that much. We have a new clue about the Philosopher's Stone, I guess, the Margot guy, or whatever his name is. I'm curious where that's going to lead us, but we're probably not necessarily going to learn anything about that in the next episode, because the next episode is going to be about that guy with the alchemist killer. So yeah, really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. So without further ado, let's get into episode 14, Destruction's Right Hand, in 3, 2, 1. Is this the Prophet Cornello place? I'm not sure I can tell, really. It is! Are we actually gonna get back here now?
Isn't it bad we're not fighting too? What for?
Look at them all.
I'm done, Lost.
What have I told you? Wipe your mouth, Gluttony.
Sorry.
So, what of this killer?
We call him Scar. That a code name? I don't know, it's all that we've got. Several eyewitnesses have described a man with a large scar on his forehead fleeing the scenes of the murders.
Yeah, that's
I'm
him.
sure he killed them all. 5 well-trained state alchemists all by himself.
9, actually. 5 kills in Central, 4 of them alchemists. Cops have turned up 5 more state alchemists in various other parts of the country. If you throw in aides and guards who got in the way, it's into the dozens. We know it's him because the MO's identical, and it's not the kind of thing you can copycat. He explodes their brains, Roy. I don't know why he's doing it. Everyone's panicked they'll be next.
So all of Central Command made the excuse they were with the Fuhrer and came here en masse, thinking not even a killer would come to this backwoods place.
You're here after all.
Yep, that's him.
Easy there, Doc. We don't want any trouble.
I know what you mean. You said you're a state alchemist. You think you can take me back there?
And you are Dr. Marco, the Crystal Alchemist. Is that really true?
No, no more questions or orders. I couldn't bear it going back to that place.
That's not it. Listen.
Put the gun down, please.
Or have you come to silence me? Think you can kill me? Well, I don't have to just let that happen.
Well,
It's all okay. Shoot if you want, but I won't die. You're the only one who might get hurt.
I'm scared because I remember certain thing about the armor that, again, I don't want to spoil.
You're him. You're the Fullmetal Alchemist.
No, it's him.
no, for the 100th time. That name belongs to me.
Well, why are you called the Fullmetal Alchemist when only your arm and your leg are fucking metal? You should be called the Arm and Leg Metal Alchemist.
The Sage's Stone, the Celestial Stone, the Great Elixir, the Red Tincture.
Good job, Edenau. You led the military exactly to the place where this guy was staying.
Just the form of a stone.
Brigadier Grant.
Brigadier, boss? Well, you've wormed your way up.
You're damn right, Crystal Alchemist. And now you'll turn the Philosopher's Stone and your research over to me.
Philosopher's Stone? That thing?
An experimental leap at best, roulette at worst. You never know when it will reach its limit, backfire. An unstable, defective product, different from the true stone. But during the rebellion, it did augment our abilities and make us tremendously powerful.
Finally, I'm an alchemist. Oscar.
Your timing's too bad. Just as I got my hands on this.
Kill him!
Get away!
No! Let him die! Fuck that guy! Yes! Fuck him finally! So much for your iron blood, dipshit!
That's the guy I saw in Central 3 years ago. I'm sure of it. But never mind that. This is messed up. My mind's telling me I'm wrong. But my legs are frozen stiff.
Crystal Alchemist Dr. Mark. I heard you were dead. I'll have to take special care to wash you out of this world.
Why is he killing alchemists though?
I see.
Not that I necessarily mind him killing military douchebags.
In the name of the great Almighty One, thou shalt perish. You have a kind look in your eyes. My older brothers were exactly the same. Eyes that were strong and peered into the endless distance, as if seeing something you could not. It was 3 years ago, yes. I was glad to hear you'd given up being a state alchemist so I could take you off my list, but now...
Yeah, now. Too bad, isn't it?
Too bad for you.
Too slow. Don't mistake your fortune. That alchemy was designed for human flesh. That's why you escaped with only a dent. This time, stay out of this. My only enemies are state alchemists and those who stand between.
But why? Why are you after us?
Alchemists are those who take things away from their natural form and convert them into something grotesque. In hubris, they profane God, creator of all, claiming that they have a better design. I come as a right hand, an agent of God.
Okay, so you're just an insane religious zealot. That kind of ruins the interest I have in the character. I still like the character, but I don't want to be interested in a religious zealot.
You mentioned you had an older brother, didn't you? Then you should understand why I can't just sit by and watch my brother get killed.
Does this mean you've abandoned the so-called teachings of your little priest? All right then. Tell us where the rebel faction is resisting the military governments.
Why should I?
Huh? We came to this town from that time when Cornello were trying to help you. What do you...
Yeah, it definitely seems like it.
I'm not interested in helping. You're here for control. This is our village, not yours. We're the only ones who can make it better. We'll fix it ourselves. We've got legs. We'll get up and use them.
Another pretty cool episode. Not as hilariously over the top as the last one, but I actually enjoyed more of the plot related stuff that we got in this episode. I like that we saw more of that guy who kills alchemists. I'm still curious to see the full story and the full extent of his story and motivation and everything, but I do really like him. He's really cool, he's really interesting, and he's really badass, so I'm curious to see where his story is gonna go going forward. But yeah, I didn't really care too much about the doctor guy's subplot, I guess you could say. I did get a lot of satisfaction when Ed decided to actually go and save him. Because I'm tired of seeing the military win. And I'm also really happy to see the Iron Blood douchebag be dead finally. I hope he's dead forever. I don't really see a way for him to get revived, but you never know. I don't really know exactly the rules of this world that this show has created, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I really like the interaction in the encounter between the alchemist killer and Ed, and I can't wait to see their next one whenever it happens. In terms of a rating, I'm honestly going to give this one a little bit of a lower score because I feel like it overall wasn't quite as enjoyable as the last one, but I still really liked it, and I like the plot side of things, and giving it a 10 out of 10 just because I like that it was a plot-focused, a little bit more of a plot-focused episode. I think it would be fair to the real good episodes which would deserve a 10 out of 10. So for this one, I'm going to give it an 8.4 out of 10, which I think is a pretty respectable score. So I hope you guys will be satisfied with it. And yeah, Before we end this video, I need to give a huge thanks to my first ever Patreon, Mary Bridgman. If you want to join that person over on my Patreon, as I said in the beginning, you could do it by going over to Patreon and pledging your support to one of the tiers and getting some of the benefits over there, like the full end reactions. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!